Have you ever woken up, not even having time to take a sip of morning coffee, measured your blood sugar, and again seen a sky-high number appear? Why have you endured fasting, painfully abstained from the dishes you love, yet everything still doesn't change? And people often just soothe you that is just normal aging. The truth is, this condition is rarely only due to the aging of the body, and it is completely not your fault. Hello, I'm Dr. Kevin Carter. Let's take care of your health so you can keep living life on your own terms. Quick check. If you're watching this for your health, just drop a 1 in the comments. Right now, take a really deep breath with me. Relax your shoulders. The feeling of disappointment tightening in your chest every morning is completely understandable. But your body is not against you at all, and it is not broken. It is only encountering an obstacle at the cellular level and silently calling for help. You have done very well. You have not failed. Instead of resigning yourself to confusion, let's together accurately decode what is really happening inside your muscle cells every night. And you will be surprised to realize that the wonderful intersection between clinical science and a small bay leaf lying quietly in the corner of the kitchen is precisely the key to solving the problem that we have unwittingly forgotten. You know, at night, when you are sinking into sleep, your liver is still working diligently. It quietly secretes an amount of glucose to provide energy, preparing for you to wake up and start a new day. However, your muscle cells, where they should open the door to receive that energy source, are stubbornly closed tight. Medicine calls that insulin resistance, but let me explain to you in the easiest way to visualize. Imagine each of your cells is a closed room, and insulin is the key. The core problem is not that you lack the key. Your pancreas is still pumping out the necessary amount of insulin, but the lock on your cell door has been severely rusted. The key is inserted but cannot be turned. The door remains tightly closed, and that sugar is forced to stay floating in the blood, waiting for you to wake up and see it on the meter. Right now, I want you to unload the burden in your heart. No matter how painfully you have abstained and avoided, once the lock is stuck, the door cannot be opened. This is completely a mechanical error inside the body, not because you did wrong, nor because you lack willpower. Your body is not against you, it is only calling for help. And that help comes from an extremely simple place, the bay leaf. Not only is it a delicious spice, in clinical biochemistry, bay leaf contains a wonderful essential oil compound named eugenol. Consider eugenol as a type of biological lubricant. When it enters the body, it sneaks into every cell, gently cleaning the rust layer adhering to the insulin receptors. When the rust disappears, the insulin key that you already have can finally turn and open the door. But that is not all. Right now, while sitting watching this video, try clenching your hand tightly for 5 seconds, then slowly release it. Or think about your calf, the place likened to the second heart or the blood pump of the body. Does it often get tense or cramp at night? If yes, that is the warning bell that your cells are depleting strength from magnesium. Bay leaf is a treasure containing an extremely valuable amount of magnesium. Common blood tests often miss this deficiency because they only check the outer serum, not looking deep into the cells. Without magnesium, your cells simply do not have the physical strength to turn open that door, no matter how careful you are in eating. Now then, you have held in your hand the secret about this wonderful lubricant. But we must know how to use it correctly, because the familiar habits in the kitchen may be inadvertently destroying it every day. Before I show you the exact way to prepare it, right now, while you are sitting relaxing on that chair, let's do a small physical test with me that only takes about 30 seconds. Raise one of your hands up high to eye level. Clench your hand into a really tight fist and hold it like that. Feel the tension in the finger joints and the blood vessels being squeezed. Hold it a bit more. 3, 2, 1. Now, open your palm wide and observe carefully. Do you see your palm turning pale? Count how many seconds it takes for the warm, pink color of blood to rush back, filling your palm and fingertips. 1 second, 2 seconds, or it takes 4, 5 seconds or longer. Please pause a moment. Scroll down and comment the exact number of seconds you just counted below this video so that we can together record your starting line. And listen to me say this. Don't be discouraged if your hand takes a long time to become rosy again. The lower the score today, the more miraculous the improvement in the next 2 weeks will be. The body has not given up. It is only waiting for you to provide the right tool. That slow flow is the reason your cells are hungry, stiff, and lacking magnesium every night. To completely solve this condition, we need a quiet night tea from bay leaf. But this is where most people make a serious mistake in their kitchen. You use boiling, bubbling water. When you pour boiling, bubbling water into bay leaf, that violent temperature will completely burn the delicate eugenol essential oil, those healing messengers carrying the power to lubricate your cell lock. Instead, clinical extraction science requires gentleness. Take 2 dried bay leaves. Brew with 250 milliliters hot water, only about 80 degrees Celsius. That is, water just steaming warm, not yet boiling, bubbling. Let them sink in the water for exactly 10 minutes. I want you to drink this warm water in the evening, away from the last meal. By doing this, you are applying the tactic to establish a solid metabolic floor, bringing the eugenol army in to soften the cells right when you are sleeping. Solving the morning number will help you smile lightly relieved when waking up. But I know, what really makes people like us restless is the invisible worry about what the excess sugar is silently destroying inside the blood vessel walls every day. The fear of cardiovascular disease, stroke, or losing independence in old age always weighs heavily on your shoulders. You have the right to worry, and I am here to help you remove that burden. Not with expensive, useless medicine bottles. First, practice the heart-protecting breathing method. Sit up straight. Place your hand on your left chest. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 counts. Feel the chest expand. Hold the breath for 4 counts. Slowly exhale through the mouth for 6 counts. Imagine blowing out a candle. Repeat 3 times. According to Eastern medicine, deep breathing clears qi and blood. Western medicine proves the 4-4-6 rhythm activates the parasympathetic nervous system, sends safety signals to the brain, immediately reduces blood pressure, helps blood vessels dilate and soften. If you often feel dizzy or short of breath, don't force holding breath. Just close your eyes, inhale and exhale slowly according to the natural rhythm of your body. The breathing rhythm helps temporarily relax blood vessels, but the excess sugar in the blood is still there and causes a dangerous process called glycation. Imagine this exactly like when you stir-fry onions on a hot pan. Excess sugar will slowly caramelize the proteins inside your body. This destruction turns soft blood vessels into rusty and stiff metal pipes. That is the reason your blood pressure silently increases over the years, forming plaque. No expensive metabolism-boosting pill can prevent your arteries from being caramelized. To truly protect the heart and prevent arteriosclerosis, we need a completely different biological mechanism from the second leaf, guava leaf. Guava leaf contains a special concentration of polyphenol compound called quercetin. Quercetin is a super microscopic shield. It targets directly the endothelium, the very thin wall inside the blood vessels. Your heart has worked too tiredly throughout these years. It is time it deserves to rest. You will no longer have to fight alone with anxiety every time you step into the dining table. Today, we will together establish a solid biological defense wall right inside the stomach to intercept before the food waterfall rushes in. First, take 4 guava leaves. Gently drop them into 500 milliliters hot water at about 90 degrees Celsius. Let them soak quietly for exactly 10 minutes. To activate maximum power, squeeze the juice of half a fresh lemon and stir well together with a small spoonful of cinnamon powder. Drink this warm tea about 15 to 20 minutes before the largest meal of the day. Why is this formula magical? In clinical medicine, guava leaf contains biological compounds capable of inhibiting a digestive enzyme named alpha-glucosidase. Instead of letting food rush to metabolize into sugar, causing a violent spike, guava leaf helps the body create a slow and gentle absorption curve. Combined with the philosophy of regulating qi and blood, the abundant vitamin C from lemon helps blood vessels dilate rhythmically, while cinnamon provides the second protective layer, helping cells open the door more easily. If you have a history of gastric reflux or are having ulcers, the sour taste of lemon may make you feel burning. At this time, you only need to use plain guava leaf water. Drink it in small, slow sips, and you can eat a little green vegetables to line the stomach before drinking. Before we move to the next important method, please take a second to press the like button. This action helps the video reach other elderly people who are quietly struggling with this condition. Your blood vessels now have been given armor, but if you still feel exhausted, energy crash right after putting down your chopsticks and bowl, we must call on the third savior. Have you ever felt exhausted, sleepy, and crashing right after putting down your chopsticks and bowl? Vision slightly blurred and heart rate faster than normal. That is when blood sugar is spiking. When the fatigue hits, practice the ancient Eastern technique to stabilize the nerves. Now use your thumb and index finger to gently stroke along both ear rims, from top to bottom, 10 times. Then, gently press and massage the earlobe area for 30 seconds. According to studies, on the ear rim there are countless endings of the vagus nerve. This massage immediately sends signals to the brain, slowing the panicked heart rate while supporting the stomach to reduce excessive spasms. Don't pull the ear too hard if you are dizzy or have a history of low blood pressure. Just stroke very gently so the body self-regulates. This soothing is very good, but it does not solve the root of the carbohydrates you just ate. You always carry the utmost fear when looking at a potato or a spoonful of white rice. Please don't be afraid. You were born to enjoy your favorite foods. Let nature do the heavy work for you with the third leaf, mulberry leaf. Inside mulberry leaf, there is an extremely rare molecule named DNJ. Imagine the digestive enzymes in your small intestine are a hungry cleaning team. Their only task is to grab every carbohydrate, tear it into sugar, and dump it straight into the blood. But the DNJ molecule is a master of disguise. It disguises itself exactly like a real sugar molecule. When mulberry leaf enters the body, it becomes a perfect decoy. The enzyme cleaning team is immediately fooled. They tightly embrace these DNJ baits and are completely blindfolded. At this time, they cannot see the bowl of white rice or the loaf of bread you just ate. Blood sugar no longer spikes suddenly. This bait molecule is extremely cunning, but it only works its magic if you release it at the exact golden moment of the biological rhythm. If you drink it too late, the enzymes have already finished their job. You need to prepare 5 grams of high-quality organic dried mulberry leaf. Steep them in 300 milliliters hot water for exactly 7 minutes. The most important thing is you must drink this water exactly 10 to 15 minutes before taking the first bite of the main meal. While waiting for the tea to steep, let's soothe your liver together. Please close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Inhale deeply. Hold still for 4 seconds. Hold the breath there. And exhale slowly, releasing all burdens in 6 seconds. Why is this process decisive? By drinking before the meal, you are sending a scout team into the small intestine to blindfold the enzymes before the food pours down. But the miracle does not stop at the intestines. Many people are quietly enduring stressed liver. When the liver is tired, it panics and continuously pumps out more new sugar. Mulberry leaf carries 2 extremely strong antioxidants, rutin and chlorogenic acid. They work exactly like a light adjustment switch, gently turning down the excess sugar production of the liver. Together with the deep breathing you just did, your lungs have opened a quiet room, sending absolute safety signals so the liver can rest. These natural leaves are extremely effective. If you are taking Western blood sugar lowering medicines like metformin or injecting insulin, you must be really careful. Your body right now is like a vehicle being braked double. The doctor's medicine and the herbs will together push blood sugar down too fast. This easily causes sudden hypoglycemia, making you dizzy. Absolutely do not stop Western medicine. You now have in hand the trio of natural treasures. When you apply the correct process, your body will surely begin to respond. Cell barriers are removed, and the numbers on the meter will begin to shift. For all of us, this is the biggest goal. But I must speak up to warn you about a risk that very few people mention: the danger of success. Imagine your body like a vehicle rolling. If you are taking Western medicine, that vehicle already has a brake. When you add these powerful controlling herbs, you are unintentionally stepping on a double brake. Blood sugar can be pushed down too low and too fast, causing sudden hypoglycemia, making you dizzy. Please, absolutely do not throw away the Western medicine you are using on your own, but measure blood sugar more often to listen to the changes in your body. And to help the body always maintain balance, not feeling dizzy during this adaptation period, we need to continuously awaken the circulatory system. Right now, sit up straight on your chair. Place both feet firmly on the floor. We will practice the heel lift exercise together to activate the second heart in the calf. Ready? Up, down is 1. Up, down is 2. Up, down is 3. Up, down is 4. Up, down is 5. Right now, while counting the rhythm with you, I can clearly feel my own hands gradually warming up. My heart rate is beating a bit faster, but extremely clean, rhythmic, and my chest is opening wide to receive the new stream of vital energy. Are you feeling that warm blood flowing vigorously in your body? If you are not used to exercising, Please do not create pressure, forcing yourself to start right away with 20 reps. This first week, you only need to do exactly 5 reps like we just did together. Just those 5 short reps are enough to completely erase procrastination and reduce all pressure in your mind. Your body is responding very well. Recovery is coming. Please welcome it slowly and safely. Safety and stability is our final destination, and to achieve that completely, we need to learn how to distinguish life and death of plants right on the supermarket shelf. One of the biggest reasons many people complain that natural methods do not bring results is because they are unwittingly using dead branches. Try stepping into the kitchen, open the spice cabinet, and take out the jar of bay leaf that has been lying there since 2019. Those dull gray leaves actually have no value left. All the healing eugenol essential oil inside them has long evaporated into the air. When you go to the supermarket to buy bay leaf, look for life. Choose leaves with vibrant olive green color, and when you open the bag, the herbal aroma must burst up sharply. If your nose cannot smell the fragrance, your cells will also not receive any benefits. Similarly, for guava leaf and mulberry leaf, especially the Morris alba variety, prioritizing organic products is not a luxury, but a mandatory condition. We will steep these leaves in hot water to extract the essence, and you certainly do not want to dissolve residual pesticides into your health-protecting glass of water. If someone tells you that herbs are useless, it is because they have never used a leaf that is still breathing. Always be discerning and strict when choosing what you put into your precious body. And when you begin to apply this knowledge, I want to send you an important message to remove all pressure. Don't try to do all the ways every day. Choose 2 that you find most natural. Persistence is more important than quantity. If today you only have time to brew 1 gentle bay leaf tea before sleep, that is already wonderful. To reward your listening, I want to give 3 extremely small lifestyle tips, but can create huge impact. You can completely integrate them right into the most ordinary daily habits. First, apply the 20-20 rule when you sit watching news or your favorite TV program. Every 20 minutes sitting on the sofa, move by rotating your ankles or lifting your heels for 20 seconds to let the second heart pump blood rhythmically. Second, practice abandoning the habit of crossing legs when sitting for breakfast or watching TV. That seemingly comfortable posture is silently choking the blood flow that we just worked hard to clean. Finally, apply the front-loading water drinking technique. Drink enough water in the morning and noon so the body continuously eliminates excess sugar. Then gradually reduce in the evening so you have a complete, uninterrupted sleep. We have natural weapons. We have the exact process. And the last thing, I want to hand back to you the most powerful weapon. That is your voice in the clinic. Next time when you step into the clinic, don't shrink back or be timid like a student waiting to be scolded. You are no longer a passive patient letting others judge. From this moment, you are the confident navigator, fully holding the right to steer your health ship with precise biological language. To do that, always engrave the core treatment priority order that we just built together. Start from the most solid foundation: lifestyle. That is the deep breathing rhythms soothing the stressed liver, the small movements dispelling stagnation. Next is the miraculous power of natural medicine. Let the wisdom of bay leaf, guava leaf, and mulberry leaf intervene. clean rust, and protect your blood vessel walls at the cellular level. And finally is Western medicine. They should only be a temporary safety net. When your body begins to self-recover thanks to nature, you will proudly open your notebook. Dialogue on equal terms with the doctor to together gradually reduce the dosage of chemical medicine in a controlled and safe way. The truth is, aging does not mean you have to endure painful concessions or lose your independence. Your body is being soothed, is being reborn every day, and a completely healthy future lies entirely in your free hands. I am Dr. Kevin Carter. I hope today's sharing will bring you a peaceful anchor and new hope. Maybe keep this video to yourself, but if someone you care about is quietly struggling, this could really help them. And make sure to watch this next episode. I've picked this one especially for you. Definitely watch. See you there.